you doing, folks? This is going to be another magic history and blast from the past. I'm going to talk about quickly about the chop cup and just mention a few things about it. If you look at this Wikipedia Magicpedia page, it mentions that the earliest mention of this trick goes back to 1723. It mentioned a wax or sticky substance in the bottom of the cup. It allows the ball to stick. So this date here, gonna go ahead and challenge it. Because if you want to use that method of putting a sticky substance, we can argue that the cone and two ball trick is also the same as a chop cup, because you just push the ball in a cone and the cone will act like a chop cup. You can chop the cone down and the ball comes out. Doesn't matter how smooth the ball is. If you have a cone and a ball, you'll see how well this works like a chop cup. And if you want to go and date this trick, well, you have to go to the tomb of Bani Hassan and the Egyptian pharaohs. And here is a cone-shaped cup. So you can argue that they might be using a chop cup method here, since this is a cone shape. So crediting tricks is really very tricky. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if you ask these guys, did you guys invent the cups and balls? They will tell you no, probably someone 1,000 years ago taught them. So going back to the article, so this date I would challenge. The other thing is the person who made it famous is basically this guy, Al Wimpley. So he called it chop cup. It's basically a bamboo cup with a magnetic bottom, and he used the ball, and he called it chop cup. So he made it famous, and from him it went to Don Allen. He has a TV show in the 60s, and then Paul Daniels started doing it, and it just spread like fire. The cool thing about Don Allen, he does have the YouTube video here. It is on YouTube. Somebody uploaded it, and the cool thing about this here, if you just watch a little bit, just want to show you just a little bit here.
Good evening. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. This will only take about 22 inches.
Taken 22 inches from the watch. This is a cool gag that's been forgotten, and I think this is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to kind of examine and revisit these old cool gags and funny um, small things that magicians used to use, and they're no longer in use. So Dan Allen video, I'll post that in the comments here. One thing about this here, the date, the 1950s. So he made it popular. So Al Wendley made this popular in 1950s by adding a magnet under a cup. And this is also can be challenging, because I do have an article over here. Look at this. This is a razor blade trick by Warren Sims. And look at the date here. This is from Cadabra magazine or some magic magazine, I'm not sure. It's dated 1947. So the idea of this is that there is a cup and there is a Nico magnet in the bottom, and the magician will add either the razor blades or the nails. The real nails will get stuck in the magnet, and these will be switched basically. So it's a switching mechanism. So this can definitely be credited as a chop cup, because a chop cup is not only for cup and a ball. It is a switching tool. You can add keys, and the only selected key will be released, which is non-magnetic. You can use it to link rings. So if you add the unlinked rings here, they'll get stuck, and the non-magnetic linked ring will come out, for example. And here's another example with the razor blade. So many endless possibilities you can do with that as a tool. Now, the method is not the magnet in a cup. That's not the real method. The real method is putting a magnet in everyday items and see how they behave. If you have that scientific mind, magician mind, that you try this, man. Try to put a magnet in everyday items, see how they behave, and you'll discover that something magical will happen, and you are the only one who knows about it. And then you can go ahead and build a routine around it, and it will be magical until people discover it. I'll give you a few examples. Like, for example, if you put a magnet in a balloon, and when that magnet, if you blow the balloon up and it will touch another magnet, it will pop, because the magnets will hit each other so hard it will pop the balloons. This is something you discover by experimenting and playing with things. Another experimentation I made, like latex balloons. Sometimes when you spray that orange cleaner on them, the orange cleaner will melt the latex and the balloon will pop. So things like that. So try that if you want to be a creator and invent, maybe have an play with the magnet and see how it behave in different element. And I bet you the person who made the chop cup was playing with a magnet in the cup and a magnetic ball, and see how they behave, and the result was very, very magical. So I hope you like this video, and always at the end I'll take you to my site. If you want to have a different kind of, since we're talking about inventions, so this is a fez or Turkish hat chop cup. You can just put a ball. The cool thing about this is you don't have to chop the cup. You can just pull the string and the ball will drop. I can sell this one cup at a time, but I have a set here. This is a price for three if you want to do like a cup and ball routine. But for one cup, it should work like a chop cup. And I got a request to make this for a switching tool. He wanted to switch a dice with another dice by having the magnet, getting stuck to the dice. So, and by pulling the string, it releases the dice and so on and so forth. So check out the site. I will add the link to Don Alan. I'll add all the links for these if you guys want. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching and take care, guys. God bless.